for another exciting game, man. La Liga has been delivering this season, man. And Barcelona have been delivering this season. So, yeah, just two okay team. Oh, obviously, Barca are the favorites for this one. I'm just here for Hansi Flick. The man has been playing some great football and just a game to just enjoy today, man. Just a game. I love watching Hansi Flick, just seeing his football, just seeing what he's doing with Barcelona, and seeing how the man is just taking football to the next level. Of course, what he's doing isn't new, right? Hansi Flick hasn't really done something new in football, but considering how other teams are playing, considering how other clubs are playing, he's giving us something to enjoy, man. And Hansi Flick, we just have to appreciate the type of football he's given us because majority of this season has been full of average games, man. So this is just a time to just release and just enjoy some football, man. It's about enjoying the game. It's about just enjoying the football. And yo, Hansi Flick, he's delivered. He's delivered this season with some great football. Lamine Yamal starting, a lot of the exciting talents are starting. So La Liga has just been it. Of course, Frankie de Jong, he's on the bench today. And for Barcelona, you don't even need to worry about like Dortmund. Dortmund are done and dusted, man. Dortmund is game over. Barca are in the semifinals. So what they just need to worry about is, hey, securing that La Liga trophy. Can they do it? We just want to see some good football. And Barcelona, especially Hansi Flick, they've been delivering that good football. They've been delivering. Rafinha, I call him like a fake Brazilian here and there, but the guy has delivered. The guy is working in this system. The guy is delivering in this system, and you gotta give the guy some credit. Hey, well done, Rafinha. Well done, Rafinha, right? You've turned up, you've shown up. And for Lamine Yamal, we know what this guy has been doing this season. Lewandowski revived. So Barca, they just do it, man. They just turn up. Not only with good football, they turn up as a team. They turn up as just a club you wanna watch, a club you wanna genuinely say, hey, Barca, these guys, they've given us some great moments so far, some extremely great moments. Let's hope this can continue, man. Let's genuinely hope this can continue. Of course, Levante, this is where you genuinely come to watch some great football. Hansi Flick, well done, man. This guy and Lopez, let's see what Lopez actually does. He's gonna entertain regardless. Levante is gonna have a lot of goals. It's gonna have a lot of entertainment. I don't really see these guys doing anything to Barca. I'm just here for the entertainment, man. I'm just really here for the entertainment. Hansi Flick has delivered, and yeah, Frankie De Jong looks like that the guy will play Champions League. He was the captain during that game against Dortmund, right? So, uh let's just hope we get something. And although, yes, Rafinha, this guy Rafinha, he's a fake Brazilian. I always say, yo, Rafinha, you fake Brazilian. Every time you play for Brazil is below average. But yo, Rafinha, he's breaking Messi's record. He broke what? He's equaling Messi's record of most GA in Champions League or something like that. So he's gonna genuinely break that. Second leg of Dortmund, against Dortmund, I see Rafinha getting a goal, so he's genuinely gonna break that Lionel Messi record. How many people can genuinely say that? Hey, I've broken a record for Lionel Messi. I've broken Lionel Messi's record. So credit to Rafinha. This season, he looks like a real Brazilian. Although the guy's a fake Brazilian, he genuinely looks like a real Brazilian under Hansi Flick, right? And Garcia, man, Garcia. Let's see, let's see. Obviously, Hansi Flick, the reason I like him is that he's gonna give game time to a lot of players, right? And Ansu Fati, this might be the revival of Ansu Fati. Obviously, rumors were saying Hansi Flick might start Ansu Fati in that second leg against Dortmund. So Ansu Fati Your career might experience a revival. This might be a revival for Ansu Fati under Hansi Flick. We might start seeing Ansu Fati come back. The guy had talent, right? Of course, some people overrated Ansu Fati. He wasn't on that Lionel Messi. When he broke through, people, oh no, he's the next Messi. He's this. He's the number 10. That and that. But Ansu Fati, he's a good player, but people overhyped him up. So the situation with Fati, hey, people just need to relax with the guy, huh? Let him come back easy. If he doesn't make it, you sell him. So Barca, they're in a great position. Jules Koundé, Frenchman, he's been delivering. For me, Jules Koundé, he's just so consistent, right? In a lot of things he does, right? Passing, extremely consistent. The way he controls the ball, just as a right wing back. I put Jules Koundé above somebody like a Trent Alexander-Arnold. Of course, people say, you might be crazy. How can you put Jules Koundé above Trent? Look at the assist from Trent. Look at this and that. But with Jules Koundé, he gives you some stability. With Trent, it's only attacking prowess, and people want to see that type of attacking prowess, no doubt about it. 5 minutes until this game. Let me set the overall timer, man. Let me set the overall timer. And Hansi Flick, I just bless the man for giving us some great games. Obviously, tomorrow I'm gonna do the Man United watch along as well. That I hope that one entertains, but it's only Barca that have been genuinely entertaining for me. And I love games like this. It feels like the old Barcelona though. It genuinely feels like the old Barcelona, especially the way Barca beat Dortmund. The way Barca beat Dortmund, it feels like the old Barcelona are back. That's how it's feeling. It genuinely feels like, yo, this is the old Barca. They're just destroying, ending people left, right, and center. And it genuinely feels like Barca with Messi, all these stars, and all these unbelievable players. So today, Barca just entertain the people and entertain football fans because you and PSG are the only ones genuinely playing football. The other teams, it's just about irrelevant tactics. They've forgotten about your entertainment. They've forgotten about just playing your game. They've forgotten about a lot of things. With Barcelona, Hansi Flick allows the players to play. He allows his midfielders to play. He allows his attackers to play. And that's what I love, man. I just love the way he just allows them. Okay, go out there, have fun. Lamine Yamal, go out there, have fun. Dribble, create, have fun. You can see these players are smiling, right? When you see other teams, the players look depressed because of the systems they're playing, man. How can you be happy playing a system where you're just defending the whole game? You're just defending. Of course, your players are not going to be happy defending. The whole game, you're just defending. Come on, at least now it's a system that you're gonna be on the ball enjoying. And I don't know who said this. I think it's Gary Neville, right? Gary Neville said something about players are not really playing anymore. And he said that, hey, how can defenders have more of the ball? Defenders are touching the ball more than attacking players. And Gary Neville is absolutely right about that. Like, the flair from football is genuinely gone. Your best players, they're the ones that are supposed to be dictating the games. They're the ones that are supposed to be having the majority of the ball. And I completely agree with what Gary Neville had to say. Like, yo, give your best players the ball, right? It's not always the game where, oh, your defender has the most touches, or this guy has the most touches, your wing back has the most touches. That's where football is going right now. But at least now we have a team that's focused on entertaining. Hansi Flick, he's bringing back the football we love, man. He's bringing that back. Obviously, Araujo captain today, and the game is about to start. Barcelona, Hansi Flick, my manager, my guy, he's about to destroy today. He is genuinely about to destroy. So let's hope for a good game. Let me just get some water. Ah, Lewandowski. Look at how Lewandowski is actually smiling right now. Transformation from Lewandowski is crazy, right? Because under Xavi, people wanted this guy out. People genuinely wanted this guy out. The transformation for Lewandowski is crazy. Lamine Yamal, he looks like he's gonna be cooking today. He looks like he's gonna be destroying today. This is the Lamine Yamal we wanna see. This is the Lamine Yamal we wanna see. Come on. Ah, although it's away from home for Barca, I genuinely love like every stadium in La Liga. Look at the Levante Stadium though. Look at this stadium though, especially when you look at it from the top, right? When you look at it from the top, it looks unbelievable. And let me start the timer. Here we go. Here we go. Barcelona Levante. Here we go, man. Oh, started the timer. Every stadium in La Liga just looks so amazing, man. Especially the designs of these stadiums and the passion from the Spanish fans is insane, right? The passion for football in Spain, that's something you gotta actually credit them for. Like, yo, the passion you guys have is it's just different. It is just different. You can see how Barcelona are starting. Obviously, they're trying to just knock out the competition early. Early, destroy the competition. Oof. That was a good pass right there. That was a good pass. Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal. That was an okay pass, but obviously don't write off these guys, but they will be. I see Barca winning this comfortably, man. Comfortable situation for Barcelona. Lamine Yamal, man. This guy's just he's just something else. Especially his first touch, right? I love players that have just Rafinha, man, becoming a real Brazilian. Rafinha becoming a real Brazilian right there. Rafinha becoming a real Brazilian right there. Oof. He's trying to get his Brazilian gene right there. Rafinha trying to become a real Brazilian right there. He's really performing so far. Ooh. And I also like the shape in which Hansi Flick operates. Some people don't really give him that credit. They think he's just a manager that just goes gun out and attacks, but the defensive shape of Barca is also good. Like a lot of people just think, yo, Hansi Flick is just an attacking manager, but his defensive shape is it's also amazing, man. And this is a game for Lewandowski just to stat pad those goals, Lewandowski. Because that race between Lewa and Mbappe, who's gonna get the golden boot, who's gonna get the most goals, yo, it looks like Lewandowski overall this year is gonna get more goals than Mbappe because Mbappe he's gonna get knocked out of the Champions League. Lewandowski, we know second leg against Dortmund, he's gonna score again. This game, he's gonna score again. So the stats will just be coming for Lewandowski this season. Especially that Barcelona, they're reaching the final stages of the Champions League. They're gonna be in the semis. They might be in the final. So Lewandowski, no doubt about it. Rafinha or Lewandowski might just win that Ballon d'Or. Even Lamine Yamal, he has an argument for that Ballon d'Or. He has an argument for that Ballon d'Or. So a lot of these Barcelona players, if you win the Champions League, the argument for Ballon d'Or is high. Three of these players. I think Lewandowski should be in the conversation for that Ballon d'Or, right? Because Lewandowski, the goals he's been scoring, the way he's just uplifting Barca. I know people will talk about Rafinha. Rafinha has been good though. But Lewandowski, I put Lewandowski above Rafinha this season. Oof. That free kick will be massive because Lewandowski, he scored massive goals this season. Like that's why you genuinely say, "Yo, Lewandowski, you gotta, you gotta just." And for me, it's just a personal thing of okay, you already ripped this guy off of the Ballon d'Or in 2020, right? 2020, you didn't give Lewandowski his Ballon d'Or, so to this year, just do that thing. Okay, Lewandowski, we didn't give you the Ballon d'Or in 2020 because of COVID. Let's give it to you now. Regardless of, yo, Lamine Yamal, you can wait, right? Lamine Yamal, you can wait for the Ballon d'Or. Let Lewandowski get this Ballon d'Or. 2020, the guy got ripped off, man. The guy got ripped off. The guy got scammed. Just because of COVID, they didn't give him the Ballon d'Or. Horrible free kick just because of COVID, man. So, and Lewandowski under Hansi Flick is an animal, though. We saw it for Bayern. That's the year he almost won the Ballon d'Or, but COVID stopped him. And now Hansi Flick comes back. The guy can genuinely win another Ballon d'Or. So, yo, Hansi Flick, man, he's him and Lewandowski just work well together. I don't know how their relationship is, but you can see that they're united together, man. Hansi Flick, Lewandowski, these guys are united together. Like you can just see they get along. They get along extremely well. Because before Xavi was he was done with Lewandowski. Ooh, these guys, Leganes. If they win, I'll be shocked. But I'm here for like the great football. Like that's what I pray for. Jules Koundé, Jules Koundé, Jules Koundé. I'm just here for like the good football. Deliver some great football, and that's what football is all about. It's not just about yo, this system merchant, that system merchant, this type of system, that type of system. You genuinely just have to enjoy the game. Like that's why we watch football. Enjoy the game and enjoy as a fan. As a fan, you only see your team win trophies once. But then for the rest of the season, you see them play almost 90% more time. So like good football is really, really important. Like to me as an individual, like because if you're spending your time just watching pack the bus football, they're stinking it out. Hey, that's not what we want to see as football fans. We want to see some skill. We want to see some magic. We want to see some goals. Like not always tactical games where it's 0-0 or 1-1 where you're stifling each other out. People want to see people play, right? That's why we watch football. People want to see people play. Like football fans want to see players play, not this thing of pack the bus every day. Come on, man. You can't be doing that on a regular basis. You genuinely can be doing that on a regular basis. That's why I say bless my guy Hansi Flick. He understands what the fans want. Like most managers are just self-centered, man. It's all about themselves. It's not about like entertaining the people. It's all about themselves. And for me, that's why football is actually declining massively, because players, managers, they've just taken football into a phase where it's all about themselves, right? It's all about my tactic, my system. It's not about the fans anymore. Even the people that own these clubs, the times of the games, the everything, the ticket prices, it's now just about money and themselves. Football has been taken away from the normal person. It genuinely has. It genuinely has. Now it's just about money and themselves, man. That's why I just bless Hansi Flick. Bless my guy Hansi Flick. Ooh, good pass there, and that's what I love about La Liga as well. Even guys like Leganes, they can pass it around, man. They can pass it around. If this was somebody like Burnley, yo, you ain't seen a pass like that. If we were watching Burnley versus Man City or something, you ain't seen a pass like that from Burnley. Now in La Liga, every team can pass. Every team can pass. Every team got that one player with technical ability. That's a fact. Like La Liga got every team got that one player with technical ability. That one player with technical ability, you're saying, yo, this guy should be playing for a top club. You see that in La Liga. Oof. Horrific defending there. Horrific defending in there. Like that's why you say Araujo, yo, Barca need to move on from this guy. Like if you're using this guy in 2026, then you set my guy Hansi Flick up for failure in the Champions League. Because obviously next season teams will improve. Like this season, I think Hansi Flick is amazing, but he's low key benefiting from other big teams declining massively, right? You can see the decline of a lot of big teams because even the way Barcelona beat Dortmund, Barca are good, but a Dortmund side 3, 4 years ago, they don't beat them 4-0. It's a bit more competitive. So you can see like clubs around like Europe, they are declining in quality a lot. So Hansi Flick, low key, he's benefiting from that as well. The decline of so many top teams, top teams, like teams like Villa, they're making what, the quarterfinals in the Champions League, bro. The quality is really declining in European competitions. I know Aston Villa have been amazing, but when you say, yo, Man City, they're already knocked out, just imagine that. Man City, they're already knocked out of the Champions League. So the quality in the Champions League has declined this season. Arsenal, they're the ones in the quarterfinal. You can see the decline in the quality for the Champions League. Dortmund, they're getting smashed 4-0 first leg. Bro, this isn't happening 4 years, 4 seasons ago. Like the Dortmund team that reached the final, Barca aren't beating them 4-0. So you can see a bit of a decline as well in football. Like the quality has declined. The quality has declined, man. I'm not like taking anything away from like the teams that have made the quarterfinals, but just look at this. Like, yo, a lot of these teams that are in the quarterfinals, they struggle maybe 5 years ago. When Liverpool were in their prime under Jurgen Klopp, they would have been in the quarterfinal, right? So the quality in like Europe has declined massively. That Liverpool team under Jurgen Klopp, they make it far, right? The Man City, they've declined as well. So a lot of major teams are not really having their best season, and we've seen a massive decline from teams like Juventus as well. Ooh, great from, oh my God, what a save! What a save, man. Those saves define you, and that's what I'm saying. Like Barca, they still need to improve their defense. They still need to improve their defense. Peace and blessings, bro. Barca, they need to improve their defense. Look at that. The guy just ran through and nobody was even marking him. Without the keeper, yo, a better person scores that. A better player scores that. Like, bro, Barca's defense. That's what I'm saying. Barcelona, they're declining. They're benefiting from other people. Yeah, Cunha, bro. Cunha, bro. Yo, Cunha, bro. He knows it's done, bro. He knows it's done, bro. He knows it's genuinely done, bro. He knows. Like, because I saw the thing of his story, Cunha. Hey, the guy knows. He knows it's genuinely done. That transfer is done. Man United have signed the guy, bro. He knows. He doesn't post that on his story if he doesn't know that he's coming to Man United. He doesn't. He doesn't. Thanks, bro. Thanks, bro. Yo, the boss, bro. Cunha, he knows. He knows, bro. Yo. He knows. He knows, and it's been a dream of his to actually join Manchester United. Like, we just need to improve the quality of our attack as well. Like, you're dusting it out with players that are not really delivering. So This is encouraging news. If Cunha comes, bro, he's a massive improvement to what we have already. He's a massive, massive improvement to what we have. We needed that guy, bro. The moment when you see like players, they don't just post anything on their stories, bro. Bro, they don't just post anything on this because I think he knows the deal is done. He knows the deal is done. These players, they have management, they have everything, bro. It's scary for rivals, bro. Cunha can play, bro. Like, yo, he doesn't just post that if he doesn't know the deal is done. And we know with Sir Jim Ratcliffe and these guys, they're finishing deals early. They are finishing deals early, bro. Like, yo, that's massive for Man United. They are finishing deals early. We saw the Delete deal early, done and dusted. All these deals are being completed early. So by the time it's end of the season, we might even here we go, right? We might even hear here we go from Fabrizio Romano, Cunha to Manchester United. I genuinely see that happening. Like before the end of the season, we might even hear here we go. Yo, that would be massive. That will be massive, bro. Like Cunha, he needs to come. He needs to come, though. We've been suffering for too long. Our attack has been, yo, it's been letting us down. It's been letting us down. Our main striker has 3 goals. We're down bad, bro. We are down bad right now. Like our main strike, I didn't realize that Hoyland only has 3 goals in the Premier League. We're down bad right now. We are down bad. The goals aren't coming. Bro, he's a beast. We needed him. We needed him. Oh, bro. He can play, bro. Like, and even during internationals, he was the only Brazilian doing anything. Genuinely. During the international break, he was the only Brazilian doing anything. Rafinha, dead. Vinicius Jr., dead. So Cunha, he was the only guy turning up for Brazil. Yo, we needed this guy, man. We needed this guy. Oh, thank the Lord that, yo, at least we've gotten a top player over the line. Oh, let's just see what they do, like the midfield, the other number 10 rows, because I feel like our transfer window is gonna be crazy this season. That transfer window for Manchester United is gonna be crazy this season. Yo, it's gonna be insane. Insane. Like, yo, I just have a feeling because either Rasmus or Garnacho are gone for a price. I have a feeling about that. Either Rasmus or Garnacho are gone for a price. And then you might bring in maybe 2 attackers, 2 midfielders. So our team will look completely different. Completely different, man. We needed a transformation at Manchester United, and at least something is gonna happen. Something is genuinely gonna happen. Yeah, Cunha has he's got that distance shooting on lock, bro. Like he's just giving me hope for the future. He's giving me so much hope for the future. Of course, there's still a lot of problems, but sometimes you just need hope, man. You're good with Cunha and Dilap. Hey, I'm good with any top players, bro. We just need hope. Yeah, Anthony to Betis. Done, bro. It's done. But are Real Betis gonna genuinely pay all his wages? That was the thing I was asking myself. Yo, Real Betis, are they genuinely gonna pay Anthony's wages? All his wages, Real Betis. We know the highest players like Isco or something. So Real Betis, are you gonna make Anthony your highest player now? That's the thing I was asking. Like, yo, are they gonna pay his wages? But we'll see, bro. We'll see. For Anthony, that would be a great move for him. Just joining Real Betis permanently. Like that will be a great move for him. It gives him something to actually smile about because at Man United, Anthony wasn't smiling, bro. He was genuinely not smiling. He was genuinely just phased out of football. You could see week in, week out. Now, after the games, he's smiling, he's laughing. So this is the Anthony we saw at Ajax, bro. He's smiling, he's laughing, he's taking risks. Ooh, over the bar there. Over the bar. I didn't expect Barca to struggle like this so far. Like, they're struggling to score now. I thought it was gonna be a bit easier. Like, by now, it's 1-0 something, but these guys, Leganes, they've kept their shape extremely well. They've kept their shape extremely well. That's why I'm saying, yo, Dortmund, they've declined so much. Because Dortmund, they were getting opened up like it's not a Champions League game. Bro, I saw it, bro. I saw that Cunha go. And there's also like a comp of Cunha versus Man United. Like he's always cooking Man United. I don't know why. He's always performing against us. I saw this other comp of Cunha versus Man United. He's just turning up against Man United every single day, every single time. Like, yo, Cunha, bro, he's doing his thing. He's doing his thing and looks like he's a United player now. We needed a guy like this just to bring in some confidence. Like the confidence and just everything. Everything the guy brings, it'll genuinely uplift the team. Genuinely uplift the team. So, great signing overall, if it is over the line. Ooh, Lewandowski. Lewandowski. Bro, I have some weird feeling that these guys might just get that that goal. Like Leganes, bro. Yeah, bro. I think majority of the fans want the guy, bro. He has been delivering. Like that's a signing that hypes you up. That's a signing that genuinely. Ooh, Lamine Yamal. Nah, Madrid ain't coming back against Arsenal. Ooh, Jules Koundé. What a save. Yo, Arsenal are not ball. They're not allowing a 3-0 lead to go against Madrid. I think that game is done. If they do allow Real Madrid to come back, then Arsenal Football Club needs to be it needs to be shut down, bro. Like, yo, if they allow Real Madrid to come back from 3-0 up, bro, then they're not serious, man. But the club that you expect to bottle such a lead is Arsenal. So a part of me wouldn't be shocked if they they lose that second leg. A part of me wouldn't be shocked. It's just yo regular Arsenal, same old Arsenal. So a part of me won't really be shocked if they allow a 3-0 lead to actually go out and smoke. Like that's Arsenal, bro. You never know what they're gonna do. But second leg, I expect them to just be defensively compact. Maybe Real Madrid might get maximum 2 goals, but Arsenal get one to, yeah, shut them down, bro. Just shut down the club. If you if you allow Real Madrid to come back in that second leg, just shut down the club, man. You're never winning Champions League again. Shut down the Arsenal club, man. Arsenal need to be shut down after that. Genuinely, that yo. I expect 2 clubs to bottle such a lead in the Champions League, either PSG or Arsenal. Those are the 2 clubs you expect to bottle such a big lead. PSG or Arsenal, because those guys, yo, they always fail and flop in the Champions League. Arsenal and PSG, they always find a way to mess it up in the Champions League. Yo, Juice Kunde has been playing well today. Like, fair play to the guy. Fair play to the guy. Probably their best player so far. Barca's best player so far because defensively he's been active, offensively he's been active. So yo, this guy is turning up so far. Ooh. But if United fail to win Europa, I will be devastated. Like that second leg, just do your thing, Manchester United. Just do your thing. Don't be like Crystal Palace. You're 2-0 up and then you bottle the lead. Yo, Crystal Palace upset me today. Yo. Teams like Palace, man, they just need to be relegated just for that result. They need to be relegated just for that result. I thought, hey, Crystal Palace 2-0 up against City and then you lose like that. It's embarrassing. Crystal Palace, they need to be relegated just for that result, man. Oof. Yeah, low key, Barca might bottle this La Liga. If they fail to win this, yo, Leganes are literally giving them a game. That's why I'm saying, hey, Barca, there's still a lot for Barcelona to do for them to win the Champions League. Because if you're playing somebody like Inter Milan like this, bro, you're getting destroyed. That's why I'm saying, yo, Dortmund were a low level team. Low level team. Inter Milan is a different level right now. Like, if they play Inter Milan playing like this, bro, they're getting destroyed. Their defense is all over the place. Okay, fair play. Frankie de Jong isn't playing. It's a different game with Frankie de Jong, but I'm just saying, yo, defensively, Leganes is the only reason they haven't scored is because it's Leganes, right? If they go into that Inter Milan game playing like this, bro, Inter Milan are destroying you. Like, especially the space Barca are leaving in like defensive areas. Hey, Inter Milan are eating off of these guys. They are eating off of these guys. I know a lot of people have already predicted that, yo, Barca will be favorites if it's Barcelona versus Inter. But yo, Inter Milan are eating off these guys. The space you're giving in the defense, bro. Inter, they're so tactical, they will capitalize off that. So for me, that's the game that will determine who wins the Champions League. Inter Milan versus Barca. Because if Inter reach the final, I think they're winning it. If Barca reach the final, I think anything can happen, right? PSG or Arsenal can genuinely beat this Barcelona team just based on their defense. But if Inter Milan make the final, I don't give PSG or Arsenal any chance. So that game, Barca versus Inter Milan, it'll determine who genuinely wins the Champions League. I think that, yo, one of those two teams would determine it. Because right now, just based on Barca's defense, Inter Milan are the strongest team left in that Champions League. Like, this defense is, yo, because Leganes, bro, this is Leganes, though. If you leave this much space for Inter Milan, bro, Inter Milan are eating. They are eating. They are eating. That's why I'm saying, yo, Hansi Flick, this man needs to be backed with like defenders. He genuinely needs to be backed with like better defenders if he wants to dominate. Because next season we know Man City will be back, a stronger Liverpool team in the Champions League. So the Champions League will be it'll be scarier next season. It'll be scarier next season because we can see, yo, Man City ish. Sad, but it looks like they're in form now. It looks like they might just make that top five, right? I think Chelsea will be the ones that fall out of that top five equation because Chelsea, they still have to play us. I think they still need to play Liverpool. So Chelsea, they have insane games from now until the end of the season. Man City, they're just playing mid-table teams. Yo, Hansi Flick, man. You gotta give this guy a bit of credit. Because the way he's just come in and cemented himself, fair play. But you still need defenders, Hansi. Like, to win that Champions League next season, you still need defenders. This season, he's benefiting off of Man City's decline. Liverpool, in some extent, that Liverpool have been knocked out early. So Hansi Flick, he has a chance just based on yo major teams have just declined. If Man City were just the Man City we saw in the treble winning season, they win this Champions League again because the teams left, they all have weaknesses. Barcelona are good, but defensively they that is their weakness. Right? So if this was Man City the treble winning season, they beat every team left in this Champions League. But that Man City is no longer there. So Hansi Flick, him and Inter Milan are genuinely the strongest left. Because even PSG have massive weaknesses. We've seen it so many times. We've seen it so many times against Liverpool. That first leg, the way they lost that first leg, we've seen it so many times with PSG. Oh, side netting. Yo, Lamine Yamal, Lamine Yamal. Yeah, the Champions League will entertain. Semi-finals. Arsenal versus PSG. Barca versus Inter. Obviously, Inter, they're not through 100%. Bayern Munich somehow can come back. Bayern Munich somehow can come back. And if it's a situation where it's Bayern Munich, then Barcelona in the final. If it's Inter Milan, then it's a different conversation, different story. Different conversation, different story. But this guy, how can you be using this guy in 2025? Araujo as your defender? If this guy wins the the Champions League, then hey, Hansi Flick is hustling, real hustling right there. If you're winning the Champions League with Araujo in defense, bro, Hansi Flick is really hustling. Wow. Because this guy is bad. Araujo. Oh my god, man. He is really bad. Like just defensively. His positioning sometimes he leaves himself exposed. Even one-on-one, sometimes he's getting cooked. So Araujo, if Hansi Flick wins the Champions League with this guy in defense, he's really hustling, man. You gotta give the man some credit. Because we saw under Xavi the goals they were conceding with Araujo. Bro, yo. The goals were going left, right, and center. Left, right, and center. Like Barca couldn't breathe. It was hard for Barcelona to breathe. Nice. Ooh. Yeah, extremely shocked that it's still 0-0. Especially like towards like the 35th minute. I'm extremely shocked that it's still 0-0. These guys, Barcelona, are still struggling to score. because by now I thought it would have been a 2-0 situation. A 2-0 situation because they've had the ball, but they're failing to break these guys down. You can see in like dangerous areas they've had the ball, but that final third, it's been hard for Barca to break them down. The last 10 minutes, Barca have been playing like United, man. Just passing the ball left, right, and center, left to right, left to right, left to right, but you're not really breaking down your opponents. That's how Barca have been playing last 10 minutes. You're not really creating anything, right? Possession for no reason. Possession for no reason. That's how Barca have been playing in the last 10 minutes. I expected better. Maybe you can say, hey, it's fatigue. Maybe you can say, hey, it's because Frankie de Jong isn't really starting. But come on, man. This is Leganes. You gotta be smashing teams like this. And that just shows you how poor Bayern Dortmund really are. Because by this time, the Dortmund game was pretty much like 2-0 or something. 2-0. And Barca, they could have had like a situation of 7-0 in that Dortmund game. And then today they're failing to even get one. You can see how poor Dortmund are. You can genuinely see how poor Dortmund are as a team. I don't know how those guys genuinely reached the quarterfinals, Dortmund. I don't know how they genuinely reached the quarters. Because currently they are the worst team left in the Champions League. That Dortmund team, bro, they were never gonna even reach finals. If they reached like the finals, I would have been shocked. Like, how are Dortmund literally still in the Champions League? You could see Barca, they struggled against Real Betis. They're struggling a bit to score here against Leganes, but against Dortmund, bro, they destroyed Dortmund. It could have been 7-0. So you can see how the Bundesliga is really suffering right now. This season, Bundesliga is on the floor, man. Oh, Lamine, great pass. Obviously, with Frankie de Jong, this game is completely different. And this is what some people don't really see, how impactful Frankie de Jong really is. Like, this guy really does make a difference for Barcelona. Like, with Frankie de Jong, for sure, they have like one goal already. Because just what he does in the midfield, it opens like other players up. Like, genuinely, with Frankie de Jong, you see, second half, they bring on Frankie, they'll score a goal. They will score a goal. That's how good that guy is, though. Like, even he's off the ball, because he's the type of guy that, yo, he'll win the ball in the midfield, and then that that transitional play for Barca will be on. And usually with the players you have, you can see the goals Barca usually score. It's usually on transition, counter attacks, right? Transition, counter attacks, or something like that. The other team has a corner, and then Barca are out. 3, 4 guys against 2 defenders. That's usually the types of team. That's the type of things Barca do. Yeah, bro. De Jong can change the game, bro. De Jong can genuinely change the game. But obviously, they are resting him for some reason. They know, yo, Champions League is done and dusted. He played a full game. He was captain here and there. So it's like just a situation of, A, rotating. But this Garcia guy, he's not Frankie de Jong. You can see the difference in their midfield, man. Their midfield now looks basic just because Frankie isn't there. Against Dortmund, they're looking like generational. Remove one player, remove 1 or 2 players from this Barca team, they look completely different. So as much as I like credit Hansi Flick for his system. The players as well, sometimes they do change games. Yeah, Carlo will get fired, bro. That's genuinely happening, bro. Carlo, after you lose against Arsenal, it's farewell. It's genuinely farewell for him. I don't see Real Madrid keeping him. After you lose against Barca, it's farewell for Carlo Ancelotti. A massive farewell for him. You lose that game, hey, they're dropping you instantly. Instantly. Yeah, Wednesday, it's massive for Real Madrid because a lot of things we have to think about. Hey, Mbappe, is Mbappe a flop based on the fact that he won't win trophies this season? All right, is that a flop signing? Because when you make a signing like that, you gotta win trophies. You gotta win trophies. So is Mbappe a flop? Is obviously Carlo is gonna get fired, but yo, you're asking so many. Yeah, Camavinga suspended. So you're asking so many questions. If Real Madrid don't win the Champions League, is Mbappe a flop? Is Vinicius Jr. a fraud? Carlo Ancelotti, how much credit are we really giving him? So many questions will be asked, man. So many conversations, so many questions. Because I think, yo, this probably was the last time Real Madrid are gonna genuinely win the Champions League in the next 10 years. I just have that feeling. I just have that feeling. Yeah, Lenny Euro, bro. Lenny Euro, bro. He's a machine. He's a machine, though. Nah, Euro is like it's like he chose United over Real Madrid. It was a situation where he knew that, yo, ooh, great play from Barca. Lenny Euro knew that, yo, if I go to Madrid, will I really develop like that, or will I be just another Endrick, sitting on the bench waiting for my chance? So with Lenny Euro, he made the right decision. Yo, I don't want to be another Endrick because he never knew that majority of Barca's Real Madrid's defenders were gonna be injured. He couldn't predict that. He genuinely couldn't predict that. Oof. But you gotta credit, hey, Sir Jim Ratcliffe. That was a massive dub for United. Getting Lenny Euro, massive, massive dub. Like low key, I despise Real Madrid for taking Ronaldo away from us. From take Low key, I despise Real Madrid for taking Ronaldo away from Man United. Like if Ronaldo stayed at United, we win probably one or two more Champions Leagues. One or two more. He genuinely has that capability of, okay, Ronaldo, Rooney, that connection would have won us maybe one or two more Champions League trophies. Yeah, Rudiger is extremely inconsistent. Ooh, Leganes looking to score, man. Leganes looking to score. Oof. Yeah, that Ronaldo Rooney connection, ish, genuinely would have won United one or two more trophies, one or two more Champions League trophies, man. Like we messed up on that. Letting Ronaldo go, you messed up. What the board should have done is, oh, You keep Ronaldo, you keep Wayne Rooney, and then you bring Gareth Bale there. A front three like that, bro, you're dominating Europe. If Man United went to Tottenham for Gareth Bale, he's coming. He's coming. You keep Ronaldo, you keep Wayne Rooney, and then a guy like Gareth Bale. You just add somebody like Gareth Bale into that attack instead of guys like Valencia. What was Valencia gonna do in European competitions, man? You were a Barca fan when Ronaldo was at Real Madrid. You're saying you didn't like the way Madrid signed Mbappe? Yeah, bro. Ish. That signing, it lacked morals, man. It lacked morals, man. And Real Madrid, they love doing that to like other teams, bro. Same with Trent Alexander-Arnold. Like, yo, that guy, bro, he's a snake, though. If that was a Man United player, bro, I would feel backstabbed, betrayed, man, betrayed, betrayed. It just feels like you've been divorced for somebody else, man. That's how it feels. Like, ish. That's why deals like that, bro, I don't support them, but I know it's part of football. I know it's part of football. Deals like that, I don't support them, but it's part of football, man. These guys, they just want their money at the end. You're a big Barca fan. Yo, nah, bro. The only thing I despise about Real Madrid is the way they took Ronaldo from United. Despise that. Despise that. It's like another man. It's like a rich guy stealing your girl, man. That's how it felt when Ronaldo went to Real Madrid. It's like, alright, Man United, you're that club. Yes, you got swagger, you got all this, but then the girl, she wants a guy with money. So she goes to Real Madrid. So you'll feel hurt in such a situation. You're gonna feel hurt in such a situation. Oh no, they left me for Real Madrid. Like, that's how it genuinely felt, man. Felt like you're getting snaked for a rich guy. That's how it felt. Like when Ronaldo left, it just felt like, yo, your girl leaves you for a rich guy. You're broke, you're dusty, you can't afford to take her out, you can't afford to do this, you can't afford to do that. And then she leaves you for Real Madrid. Yeah, Tevez too, bro. Yo, we've been snaked by a lot of players. We've been snaked by a lot of players. But Tevez, I think Tevez is worse, bro, because you going to Man City, bro. That guy had no morals. I genuinely, he had no morals there. At least with Ronaldo, it's like out of the Premier League, you're going to somebody else. But Tevez, you're going to a major rival. Yeah, signing Gareth Bale and Ronaldo when Ronaldo left, that would have been the perfect replacement. But the thing with Bale was his injuries as well. Like the thing with Gareth Bale were his injuries. Like, yo, this guy will be fit for like only 15 games of the season, but those 15 games he can win you a league with just the goals he was scoring. Oh, boss have been opened up here. Looks like it's. Oh, they messed it up. Leganes messed it up. They could have been 1-0 up. Yo, these guys messed it up. Leganes have messed it up. It could have been 1-0. And there we have it, halftime, man. Yo, these guys could have been 1-0 up. Halftime. Yeah, Barca have struggled attacking wise. Yo, these guys have genuinely struggled. Attacking wise, Barca haven't been great. Like, I expected a bit more from this team. Barcelona here and there. Yo. Yeah, Dortmund, of course, bro. Dortmund. The only question is, can Barcelona get past Inter Milan? Because playing like this, yo, that first half was horrific from Barca. Like, attacking wise, it wasn't really the Barca we know. Nah, bro. Can they get past Inter Milan playing like this? Because Inter, bro, you play like this against Inter, they score one or two more goals that first half. One or two more goals. Even that last opportunity Leganes have, Inter take that. So with Inter Milan, bro, low key, I think they are a better team than Barca. Yeah, Dortmund, bro. Yo, how are these guys in the Champions League? How did they make it to the quarterfinal? That's what I'm asking. Bro, Dortmund, how are you in the quarterfinal? Because this team, they're offering nothing, Dortmund. Like, they've been horrific. Truly horrific, man. Yeah, Martinez, bro. He's been turning up, but it's not only one player for for Inter, bro. Like, their defense is on point, midfield is on point. Bro, they're just a team. They are just a team. Like, with Inter, you expect just a team to go out there and dominate. Bro, so many players. Thuram is showing up. A lot of players, bro. It's just a team, Inter Milan. It's not, they don't rely on one individual. With Barca, if you take away three guys from Barca, this system looks completely different. Like, the way they are playing looks completely different. If you take away De Jong, Lamine Yamal, and probably Pedri. If you take away those three, Barca are done for the season. They are done. They're done and dusted. But with Inter Milan, they're more of a team, bro. It's about, like, yo, the way their manager set them up, yo, it's insane. It's insane. And low key, it'll be magical to see Inter Milan win the Champions League. Out of all the teams left, I think, yo, seeing Inter Milan win it would be magical, man. Because do I want to see Arsenal? Not really. PSG, ish. With PSG, you can't let the oil money win, bro. You can't let the oil money win. The oil money won when it won with Man City, but now double oil money winning the Champions League. Low key, my heart doesn't want to see that. So for me, Inter Milan, it's just a football inside that you say, okay, yeah, Inter Milan, yeah, as a football fan, I'll be more comfortable seeing Inter Milan than PSG. Because PSG, they just represent oil money right there and there, right? It's Man City 2.0. But people don't hate them the way they hate Man City because they're in another league, right? That's why people rate them. But what they've done in the, like, the French league is just oil money, man. Oil money. You just want Madrid out now. I get that. I get that. I get that, bro. Madrid, they are out and dusted, man. They are done and dusted in that Champions League. But with Barca, for sure they get into the semi-final. But do they reach the final? Bro, not against Inter, bro. Like, that's a game I'm saying, yo, Barca will struggle. They will struggle. Inter Milan are popping. Yo, they are turning up. They are doing everything. Like they're just a complete team, Inter. They are a complete team. Yeah. Ish, let's hope that second half is better than the first half, man. I thought this was gonna be an entertaining game, but Barca genuinely haven't entertained the way they usually entertain. Right? They've been poor attacking wise. Attacking wise, I expected better from Barcelona. So let's just hope we see like a better situation second half. Because games like this, at least before that Champions League week, let's just see some entertainment. Obviously, Champions League always entertains, especially during this stage of the competition. Like the Champions League will be cooking, the Champions League will be delivering. Probably he's the guy telling them to overplay, bro. He's the guy telling Hansi Flick to overplay him because obviously Lamine Yamal he wants to overplay. You know, like players when they're young, bro, they just want to be part of that team. They just want to play. And obviously it's an instruction from him saying, "Nah, nah, nah, keep playing me. Nah, 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 keep feeding me. I'm ready to play for Barca." So I don't think it's because of the manager. I just think, yo, Lamine Yamal, he's the guy that wants to play. Because today I thought it would have been a situation where he just plays Ansu Fati, but we know, yo, La Liga, they need to win that. They genuinely need to win that. Because let me look at like the La Liga table, right? How many points separate these guys? How many points separate these guys? It won't be a lot, man. La Liga, how many points genuinely separate these guys? Oh, you're saying 5 points. So if Barca draw is 5 points and Real Madrid have a game in hand, so that's not really a lot. So Barca they need to win this. They genuinely do need to win this because if you're saying Atletico Madrid are catching up, if they draw, it means Atletico Madrid realistically are back into this title race. So if Barcelona don't win this, you have Real Madrid on your back and Atletico Madrid are back into this title race. Genuinely, if you're saying, yo, Barca draw this, Atletico win their game, Atletico will be 5 points behind. And then if Barca draw this and Real Madrid win, bro, Real Madrid will just be 2 points away. 2 points away. So this La Liga title, bro, the last few games are gonna be interesting because if you're saying Atletico back into the game, bro, it's a three-horse race now if Barca don't win. It's genuinely a three-horse race, and that's why he's not really resting a lot of players. Hansi Flick, he knows that, yo, Real Madrid, Atletico, they're right behind you. They are right behind your back. Like this has become a realistic three-horse race. But let's see how he copes like second half. Let's see how Hansi Flick copes second half because even like some of the positioning, it could improve from the attacking players. That's why I love calling Rafinha a fake Brazilian. Yes, one day you perform good. He only performs when the team is performing. Like individually, he won't perform well unless the team is performing. Yeah, I think they get one or two more goals today. I do think, yo, Barca, they do have like one or two more goals. But if you don't score, it's a tricky situation after that. Because now you're begging for Real Madrid and Atletico to genuinely drop points. to genuinely drop points, man. And is that gonna happen? I don't think so. Eh. Ooh. Yeah, second half would determine a lot, man. That second half will determine a lot. But at least we're getting some a competitive league, man. In the Premier League, it was done and dusted, the title race. The title race was done and dusted a long time ago. That's what I hate about like the modern day Premier League. At least before, it'll go till like the final 4 games, the final 5 games. But now, January, the league is done. That's crazy. 1st of January, the league was done. The Premier League was done. That's how much the quality has dropped, man. And you can see Liverpool, they're now getting exposed now. Champions League, they're knocked out. Carabao Cup, they lost. FA Cup, they're out. So it was a situation where they just rode their luck in the Premier League, and then other teams were just so bad. I don't think Liverpool were unbelievable, out of this world. I think other teams were just so bad that they just, yeah, Liverpool had it so easy, bro. I think other teams were just so bad beginning of the season that Liverpool just won it easy, bro. If other teams were a bit more competitive, if Man City was a bit more competitive, Chelsea, Man United, all these other teams, we shouldn't forget Liverpool beat us 3-0, right, in the first half. So that's how easy it was in that first period of that Premier League. So by January, they wrapped it up because other teams were so poor, man. They wrapped it up. Leicester City, their manager got fired. So many teams were poor. That's why Nottingham Forest are also where they are. Like, we gotta keep it honest. Liverpool didn't win the Premier League because they're unbelievable. They just won it because everybody else is so bad. Because if they were unbelievable, they would still be in the Champions League. That's a genuine fact. Like if Liverpool were this unbelievable team, unbeaten team, this team nobody has ever seen, they'll still be in the Champions League. And extending somebody like Van Dijk's contract, I know Van Dijk, he's still a good player, but you gotta look to be like moving on. You gotta be moving on from these Van Dijk, Mo Salahs. I genuinely, because they are on the decline as well. So Liverpool next season, I don't even see them making top four. I know that's a crazy statement, but if Man City are on their game, if Ruben Amorim gets his head together, if Chelsea get a serious manager, bro, if Aston Villa are just popping, I don't see Liverpool getting top four. Let's see what happens in the summer transfer window because United, the likelihood of you actually competing next season are very low. Very, very low, man. So getting my hopes up, I know that next season, yeah, that substitution needed to happen. Second half, Frankie De Jong is on. Let's go. Second half has begun. Frankie De Jong is on, and Araujo is off. They needed to take off the guy, man. You're buzzing for Cunha, yeah, bro. He's gonna be amazing. But we need like more. We need more, bro. Because Cunha alone, he doesn't get us back to the top. That's why let's see what the board do. Overall, everybody needs to be firing. And this transfer just shows me that yo, Garnacho's gone. Garnacho is genuinely gone. Or one of our number 10s are gone. Because if Cunha is coming in, he's probably gonna play in that number 10 role. So one of our players are gone, man. One of our number 10s are gone. Oof. Hansi Flick looking serious as always, man. Looking serious as always, my manager. Not the game I was expecting, but not the first half I was expecting, but yo, these guys are cooking, man. Second half, Frankie de Jong is on. These guys are cooking. Look at how Frankie de Jong has started. This guy's a game changer. He's a game changer. Now that Frankie de Jong is on, and he knew, Hansi Flick knew, yo, halftime, I gotta bring on Frankie. Like immediately, halftime, I gotta bring on Frankie. I'm not gonna risk anything. I gotta bring this man on right away, man. Gotta bring him right away, man. Frankie. Jules Koundé, by far, he's been their best player for me. Like for Barca, he's been their best player so far. Jules Koundé. He's been composed. He keeps it simple. Like, I don't know why United never went for this guy. Instead of Diego Dalot, you would have been popping it with Jules Koundé. Ooh, great pass right there. Insane pass right there. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Barcelona popping it. Oh my God! Own goal! Own goal! Look at the effect of Frankie de Jong. Ha ha! Bro, this guy has only been there for like 3 minutes. And now that's how important this guy is for the system, bro. Frankie de Jong is so important for the system. I know he wasn't really involved in the game, but in the pre-game, bro, he was really there. 1-0 Barcelona. What a substitution by Hansi Flick. Bringing on Frankie de Jong really opens the play up, man. Really, it opens the play up. And I was saying it. Frankie de Jong, this guy is so underrated. It opens the play up. But that was great. A great tackle there. But they're playing way better with Frankie de Jong. I know he wasn't involved in the goal, but yo, good from Rafinha there. Own goal, man. Own goal. What is up with these own goals? These OGs. Will that go down as a Rafinha assist now? 1-0, man. 1-0. We knew the goal was coming. The moment Frankie came on, that goal was always coming. The way he plays just opens things up. Now, Barca attacking a bit more, bro. With Frankie de Jong, that's why Hansi Flick made the substitution at halftime. Immediately halftime, you gotta bring on that Frankie de Jong, man. He's a game changer. He's a game changer. Now they're playing like the Barca we saw in the Champions League. One play can change the game just like that. Ooh, great interception there. Now they're playing with intent, bro. And now it just might be a floodgate in the second half. That's where you gotta give Hansi Flick his flowers as well, because he's a manager that knows. He analyzes the half. Like he saw, okay, first half, we're not really doing anything. So let me go out there and bring on Frankie de Jong. He saw that, okay, first half, we're not really causing these guys any damage. Our midfield has been poor. So let me go out there and bring in Frankie de Jong. Oof. Incredible second half, man. Incredible start to that second half. Like, that's what you get from a top manager. He recognizes all the mistakes and rectifies them. Like, that's what top managers do. He rectifies, he recognizes and rectifies his mistakes. Top manager Hansi Flick. Like, he's going out there just to dominate. He's going out there just to dominate, just to outclass these guys. Oh, great ball there again. Yeah, that second goal is coming now. First half, we weren't seeing this. We weren't seeing this. That's why the midfield, it's so important in football. Like, the midfield genuinely dictates how you play. And somebody like Frankie de Jong is a massive dictator. That's why Erik ten Hag wanted this guy. Like, he could have dictated how you play football as Man United. That's why Ten Hag wanted this man. Ooh, Lewandowski, what a pass. Oh, I couldn't reach. Couldn't reach. Too much on the pass. I thought it was gonna reach. Too much on the pass by Lewa. Too much on the pass by Lewa. Right there. Ooh, but imagine if it reached. Oh my god. Oh my god. If that reached, scary hours right there. Yeah, now I think it's game over, because are these guys gonna score? Ish. Not the way Barca are playing right now. They've just turned the switch. Like, this switch has been turned. Pass it, pass it. Nice. Nice. And you gotta give credit to whoever brought in Frankie de Jong and Pedri. You gotta give credit to whoever brought in Frankie de Jong and Pedri, because that's a vision right there. That's a real vision. For your midfield, that's a real vision. And I hope one day Man United have a midfield as good as this. Like, you have De Jong and Pedri, that's insane. The only one missing out of this puzzle is Rodri. If they add a Rodri here, it's game over. It's genuinely game over. Ooh, he drives extremely well. He drives extremely well. He drives forward extremely well. But Barca need to stop doing this, trying to hoof it over. Leganes have actually recognized what you're trying to do now. Like the first time, it was a surprise, but now they've seen your game plan. Okay, hoof it over, hoof it over, hoof it over. So Barca, they genuinely need to stop this. They've literally recognized what you're doing. You're just hoofing over, hoof it over. So just find a different game plan. Leganes have literally recognized what you're doing. Their defenders are spot on right now. They've caught up to what you're trying to do. They're now awake to what you're trying to do. They are now awake to what boss are trying to achieve. Oof. Leganes, man. Come on. De Jong, switch it, switch it. Ooh, over, over. You're never scoring from there. You're never scoring from there. You are never ever scoring from there. But I love like the optimism there right there. Like, yo, you're never scoring from there, man. But I love the optimism right there. Just keep trying. Just keep trying for that second. Keep trying, keep it moving, keep it simple, man. That second goal needs to happen. Oof. Hard game for Barca, but looks like second half they turned up and gotten the game over the line, man. Like that's all you want to see from like a top level team. Okay, how do you cope when the other team are making it difficult for you to break them down? Like that was genuinely the situation. Okay, first half you're failing to break these guys down. What do you do? Okay, we bring on Frankie De Jong, and then it's a different game. Like that's where you gotta give this man his flowers. Like okay, he saw that hey the substitution of Frankie De Jong was genuinely gonna change everything. Bringing on Frankie was genuinely gonna change everything. I fair play to Hansi Flick. Oof. Yo, how do you miss like that though? You dribble everybody, but then you miss. That has to be the miss of the century. You dribble everybody, but then you miss. Oh my god, you can see the reaction from Hansi Flick. Oh my god. You dribble everybody, get so close to the goal, and then you miss, bro. You're actually happy for Anthony. Bro, Anthony, I'm happy for the guy. Like, since day one, we knew that this man was gonna just. I had high hopes for Anthony just based on what he was doing at in Ajax, right? In the Netherlands. So it's not a question of, hey, does Anthony have skill or talent? It's just a question of, hey, is the guy gonna turn up or not? The skill is there, man. The skill is there. It's the skill is there, but Ryan Cherky, you gotta bring that guy in. Like that's the man I want to see at United. I was so especially like if you watch back that Man United versus Lyon game and just what Ryan Cherky was doing, Usually you won't see it in real time, but then when you watch back the game and when you watch back like individuals, Ryan Cherky had a good game there. He had a good game there because he was doing so many things, man. He was doing so many things. He genuinely could have had 2 assists. One where Lacazette messed it up, and then those Ryan Cherky, you gotta bring that guy there to Manchester United because him in the number 10 role, he creates 1, 2. He cooks other other players. Him and Cunha it can be a mess for other teams. Just imagine Cunha and Ryan Cherky. It can be a mess for other teams. Other teams are not sleeping well after getting smashed by Manchester United. So, yo, Ryan Cherky, you gotta bring that guy right now. Because, I watched back that game and say, yo, low key, we underrated his performance. Low key, we underrated his performance. After watching back that game, low key, we underrated the guy's performance because it's not just the goal. The guy was really, really creating some space. 1, 2, he creates some great chances. He could have had like 2 assists. Like, so go out there, Ryan Cherky, ring the guy. Ring the guy. Tell him, yo, Ryan, you're going to be playing at Old Trafford. And don't worry, Old Trafford, we're about to have a new stadium, a new fancy stadium for you to enjoy and just be dribbling like like a goat. Because Ryan Cherky, yo, just tell these new players, yo, don't worry, don't worry. The new stadium, you're gonna be dribbling in our fancy new stadium. This new stadium is gonna be unbelievable. Ryan Cherky, you need to bring this guy right now because he's gonna transform everything. Isn't that a penalty? Looks like it might be a penalty. Ruled out by the referee. Corner. Ruled out by the referee. Yeah, he plays Ahmad's position, but I used to have this mindset of, okay, no, Man United, we have too many strikes. Because I remember a time when Manchester United had Ronaldo, Greenwood, you had, I think, Cavani in the same position. You had who? You had so many attacking players. For me, I had a mindset of, no, 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 no. We don't need. Because when we were signing Sancho, I was saying, no, 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 no. We don't need Sancho. Look, we have Greenwood, we have Ahmad, we have this guy, we have that guy. And then everybody knows what happened with the Greenwood situation. He couldn't play no more. So you can never be too certain in football, right? Cherky and Ahmad, whoever is better, they will play. And you need that type of competition in your team. Okay, whoever is better, they're gonna play, they're gonna thrive. They are gonna play, they are gonna thrive, and you just need that competitiveness in your team, right? Because Ahmad, he can play wing back as well. So it's just better to have all round quality around your team. All round quality. All round quality. You can never have too much quality in your team. Because I used to think like that. Oh no, we have Greenwood in this position. We don't need another striker. But now we're begging for a striker, right? We're begging for a striker. Greenwood, we know what happened with the Greenwood situation. Ronaldo, he's no longer here. So I remember those times when we had Greenwood as the backup, Ronaldo there, Cavani was there as well. So I was thinking to myself, nah, strikers, yo, we're already packed. We're already packed in the attacking position. But now, 2025, we're begging for a striker as Manchester United, right? During the Ronaldo Greenwood era, bro, we weren't really, as United fans, thinking, okay, maybe we might need a long-term striker. Because United fans, realistically, we were thinking Greenwood would be our long-term striker. That's what we were thinking, realistically. Realistically, we were thinking, okay, yeah, long-term striker, we don't really need a long-term striker Maybe what we should be focusing on is defense because we don't want to be playing Johnny Evans. That's what we were thinking. Oh, we don't want to be playing Harry Maguire. We need to focus on the defense. The striker, we already have Greenwood for 10 more years. That's what I was thinking. So you can never have too much quality in any team. Like the quality needs to be there. You can never buy too many people. All right? Competition is good, regardless, man. Competition is good, man. Because even when we signed Jadon Sancho, I was thinking, wow, Jadon, this guy's going to be carrying our attack for 10, 15 years, right? That's what I was genuinely thinking. Wow, Jadon Sancho, this guy's going to be carrying our attack. We don't really need a right winger anymore. Sancho has arrived. The Jadon has arrived. The Jadon has arrived. That's what I was thinking to myself, but it genuinely never worked out, right? Sancho, we know what happened to him. Ish. It just never works out with Man United, regardless of what we're trying to do. It's always a tricky situation. It's always a hard situation. It's always a situation where you're begging for something. You're begging for something, man. So Ryan Cherky, go out there and get him, man. You can never have too much quality. And if one of them are injured, you have bodies around the team. So we still need to strengthen our bench. You gotta strengthen that bench. You gotta strengthen every position. Look at the defense. Nobody is complaining that, oh no, the defense. We have Delit, Mazraoui, and then Aiden Heaven on the bench. Lenny, you're on the bench. You have all these other guys on the bench. Nobody's complaining that we have too much quality in the defense. So that's what we need to do in the attack as well. Like, just add the quality. Just add the quality. You can never have too much quality, man. You can never have too much quality. Gavi, Lewandowski didn't get his goal today. I thought it was going to be a goal fest for Lewandowski, but leaving the field without a goal, obviously he's going to be upset about that. He's going to be extremely upset about that. But yeah, Lewandowski, he didn't get his goal. I thought he was going to get a goal today, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Obviously, Hansi Flick, he's only focused on the win. He knows La Liga is only a few games away from him lifting his first trophy for Barcelona. That La Liga trophy, bro, Hansi Flick has it with one hand. He has one hand on that trophy. Especially if they win this, you have what? 4 more games or something? You have a few more games, though. You have a few more games to go, but that La Liga trophy, it is Hansi Flick's. Impressive for him to win it in his first season. If he wins the Champions League, that's another dub for Hansi Flick. Like, this man is just winning left, right, and center. He's just a winning machine. He's just a winning machine. Imagine which other manager can say, okay, every season I've been in the Champions League, I've won it. Only Zidane. Only Zidane. That's actually crazy. It's crazy that Zidane can actually say that. Every season I've been in the Champions League, I've won it. Because he won back to back, 3 back to back, then retired. Like, the man is a boss. Zidane is a boss, man. He won 3 back to back Champions Leagues, and then he retired from management. That's how you leave it, bro. Zidane is a boss, man. He's the only guy that can say, yo, in every season I've been in the Champions League, I've won it. Zidane is a boss. Zidane is a boss, man. That's how you retire. Imagine if he goes to France and wins the World Cup. Like, he's gonna genuinely, based on paper, be the most successful manager, right? In every season you've played, you've won a trophy. Zidane, based on like the stats, he's probably the most successful manager because he's never gone a season without winning a trophy. That's crazy. He's never gone a season without winning the Champions League. Zidane, yo, the guy's a boss. Yo, that's a crazy stat, though. That is a crazy stat. Every season Zidane has played, he's won the Champions League. He's never gone a season without winning the Champions League. That's a crazy stat to have as a manager. How many managers can say that? Yo, Pep Guardiola wishes he could say that. So Zidane, bro. Oh, equalizer! Equalizer, but offside. Yo, this guy, he's going to complain with to the referee. Oh my. Oh, La Liga. Oh, I love La Liga, man. He's going to complain to the referee. Why are you taking out my goal? But you are offside, man. He's going to argue with the referee. Oh my God. But you are offside. Yo. Yo, Barca, that was a wake-up call for the Barcelona defense. That's why I, every day I say, yo, Hansi Flick, you need to give this man some defenders. You need to give this man some defenders because that defense is horrific. How are you allowing this guy? He took some time just to cross. Like most left backs are not allowing that unless it's Diego Dalot, right? Unless it's Diego Dalot, most left backs are not allowing you to cross, giving you time, watching you just cross. They're trying to stop you, right? Most world class left backs aren't doing that, like just watching you cross the ball. Unless it's Diego Dalot. Diego Dalot, he's the guy that will watch you cross the ball. No doubt about it. He's gonna watch you cross the ball and just react after they score. After the opponent score, that's when he's gonna react shocked. Oh no, how did they score? But you're the one who allowed them to score. So yeah, Barca, they genuinely do need a defense, especially if you're gonna be going up against Inter. That's that type of space. Imagine Inter Milan with that type of space. The last 10 minutes, 5 minutes of this game. Imagine Inter with that type of space. They probably scored 2 goals. They probably scored 2 goals. That's why I'm saying a top team against Barca, bro, in the Champions League, they probably get cooked. Barca probably get cooked just because of their horrible defense in some moments. Like literally, Inter Milan are eating. Look at the space you're leaving. Just look at the space they leave in some moments. Look at the number 10 for Leganes. How much space this guy has. If you leave Inter Milan players in a semi-final of the Champions League that much space, bro, they are eating. If this was Inter Milan, that's what I'm saying. Yo, Barca, they still need to polish up their defense if they're going to win this Champions League. Leave that type of space to Inter Milan, bro. They're eating 1 or 2 goals. Facts. Facts. And Inter Milan, they won't give you any of that space. The space you're giving opponents, Inter Milan won't let you see that type of space. With Inter, the chances you're getting against other teams, you're only gonna see one chance. One chance in one half. They're the most defensively sound team in Europe. You're not really doing anything against them. Most sound team in Europe, defensively sound, defensively structured. Inter Milan are a different animal, different beast. So if Barcelona is serious, they gotta pattern up that defense. Like that defense has to improve if you're gonna go head to head with Inter Milan, because it's fine going on head to head with Dortmund, a team that's literally finished. Yeah, Dortmund finished this and that, fair play. Because Dortmund, they never attacked in that game. They were completely down and dusted. The chances Barca got against Dortmund, they're not seeing that against Inter Milan. Look at Bayern. Yo, Bayern, yes, they had some chances, but minimal chances. So this Inter Milan, they are the real deal, man. For me, Inter Milan are the real deal for this Champions League this season. Because I've been watching like the teams that are left. I've seen Arsenal a lot of times this season. I've seen Barca a lot of times this season. I've seen PSG. So for me, the best team left is Inter Milan. Defensively, offensively, they are the best team left. Obviously, attacking wise, Barca have been impressive, but defensively, bro, there'll be moments like that in every game. Barcelona have moments like that in every game. Yes, it was offside, but you're leaving so much space. You're giving the guy so much time to cross the ball. You do that to Inter Milan, you're getting destroyed. It's game over. Because Inter, you won't get chances. You won't get opportunities like that. So Hansi Flick, you gotta pattern up before you face Inter Milan. Because we know Bayern, they ain't doing nothing against Inter. Second leg. At least if Barca were playing Bayern Munich, I would say yeah, their defensive liabilities won't be too much of a problem. But when you're playing a compact team like Inter Milan, where you only get one or two chances a game, and then they are literally organized on the ball, they move organized, they're literally playing like a team, literally taking it to you like, bro, Inter, they're not a joke. They are not a joke whatsoever. So for me, Inter Milan, bro, you gotta do more, Barcelona. You gotta do more defensively. Defensively, you gotta genuinely do more. Oh, look at that opportunity again. Bro, Leganes. Oh my God. Leganes. They are getting insane chances in this game. Look at that opportunity again. Someone from Inter Milan scores that. Genuinely. Somebody from Inter Milan scores that. So it's not like Barca are unbelievable defensively. Look at how horrific they are defensively. Leganes are doing this to you, opening you up like this. Bro, Inter Milan are gonna be eating. They are gonna be eating if you play like this. Look at this. Barca, man. Your defense needs some work. It genuinely needs some work. You're getting opened up by Leganes like this. That's what I keep saying. He needs one or two more defenders. Attacking wise, there's nothing to complain about. Nothing to complain about attacking wise. But defensively, that might be Barcelona's downfall this season. Like, just pattern up the defense, man. Just pattern up that defense. But looks like they have won this game. Do I see Barcelona bottling a 1-0 lead right now? Of course, Leganes are creating some good chances final few minutes, but yeah, these guys might have just won it. They might have just won it. They might have just won it. Final 12 minutes. Are Barca gonna bottle this? I don't think so, man. Barca have done it, man. They have done it, but you gotta pattern up before you face Inter Milan. I think the game is what, this month or next month? So whenever it is, it's gonna genuinely be a tie to watch. Because there's no way in hell Barca are getting knocked out by Dortmund. They're through. And Vincent Company, he might have just flopped it with Dortmund. I think Company's tactics against Inter and Harry Kane's moment where he didn't score cost Bayern Munich, right? That genuinely cost Bayern Munich. Of course, Bayern Munich, they have a lot of injuries here and there, but overall, Inter Milan were the better team. And you're going to see what Inter Milan are doing to Bayern, they're going to do to Barcelona. What Inter Milan are doing to Bayern, they're going to do to Barcelona because nobody can question the attack for Barcelona. Sorry, for Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich have an unbelievable attack. They attack. We remember when Vincent Company joined Bayern. People were hyping it up saying, yo, Bayern, they have the most goals here and there. Vincent Company, most goals from any manager. He was cooking teams in the Champions League. 7-0, this and that, there and there. But now that hype has actually dried up. It has dried up, and now back to reality. Back to reality for Bayern Munich. When you face a team like Inter Milan, they bring you back to reality. And no, 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 no. We're not those basic Bundesliga teams where you're scoring 5 goals. Right here, you're gonna only have one or two opportunities. This is not the Bundesliga. That's what Inter Milan told Bayern Munich, man. Like, this is not the Bundesliga with basic defenders, basic tactics. You're facing Inter Milan. So Bayern, before that game, more people saw Bayern as the favorite. A lot of people saw Bayern as the favorite before that game. But yo, situations like this, you can never tell. Yo, this is gonna happen. That is gonna happen. You can't predict. In football, you can never predict. Like, football is a funny sport. It is an extremely funny sport. Extremely funny sport. Ooh, Rafinha looks tired though. This man looks gassed out. This man looks gassed out. To be fair with Barca, they haven't been pressing the way they usually press. Like, that Hansi Flick type of pressing hasn't been there because they've had majority of the ball. Usually they do well against teams with possession. That's why I'm saying a team like Inter Milan is Barca's worst nightmare. It's Hansi Flick's worst nightmare. I know this manager well, man. I'm a massive fan of Hansi Flick. I know him very well. A team like Inter Milan are his worst nightmare. At least a team like Bayern, where they have the ball, you can hit them on transitions. You can hit them on a counter attack. You can be pressing them. That's what Hansi Flick loves. He loves it when the other team have the ball. He loves that. A team like Bayern, he would have been eating, enjoying, and destroying. Hansi Flick would have destroyed Bayern Munich. But Inter Milan, that's his worst nightmare. That is his worst nightmare. Because at least with Bayern Munich, you can soak up the pressure and hit them on like some transitions. We've seen Barca's best goals. It's through transitions and things like that. We've seen Barca's best goals this season. It's through transitions. Rafinha's running this side. Lamine Yamal has spaced that side, running, cooking people. That's their best types of goals this season. So that would have happened a lot if Barca play Bayern Munich. But if they play Inter Milan, bro, you ain't seen no goals. You ain't seen no goals just like this game. It'll be like this game, but harder. You ain't seen goals. You ain't seen goals like that. Inter Milan, bro, the defense, the way they genuinely, how organized they are, you ain't seen nothing like that. And defensively, you gotta question Barcelona's defense as well, because they've been moments. If this was a better team, it's 2-1. It's 2-1. Barcelona losing. We've seen the opportunities. I think Leganes have had better opportunities than Barca in this game. They have. And that's just because of how poor Barcelona's defense is. You're allowing them to cut you open like that. Easy like that. So Barca's defense, it's their liability, and it might be their liability in the Champions League. It might be their liability in that Champions League. Hansi Flick needs better defenders. And I even agree with Hansi Flick taking out Araujo. Bro, you can't be playing that guy in 2025. He took him out at halftime. At halftime, bro. He brought in Frankie de Jong, said, nah, Araujo, you are a bum. Come out, hit the bench. Look at the goal Barca scored. An own goal. You ain't scoring that type of goal against Bayern. against Inter Milan. Maybe against Bayern you will, but Inter Milan will be a different opponent, bro. So I still see Inter as the massive favorites. I love Hansi Flick, but hey, Barca haven't backed him defensively for him to go all the way. With Inter Milan, they're a bit more complete. Defensively sound, attackingly sound, midfield is sound. So they're more complete, right? And if somehow Barca beats Inter Milan, bro, that PSG attack is cooking. It is cooking you in the final. It is cooking this defense in the final, right? Cavasqueria, Desire Doué, Usman Dembele. Bro, they are cooking this defense in the final. Even Arsenal have the ability to cook this defense in the final because Arsenal, at least their defense is a bit stable. And then all they have to do is find an opening. So out of the teams remaining in the Champions League, Barca, I can say this right now, Barca have the worst defense out of the teams remaining in the Champions League. Because if you're playing Araujo in 2025, Bayern have better defenders, Inter Milan have better defenders, Arsenal have better defenders, and you can even argue PSG have better defenders than Barca. So Barca have the worst defense left in the Champions League. Dortmund are knocked out. I'm not counting Dortmund. Dortmund are knocked out. Those guys are bums, right? I'm not counting Dortmund. I'm saying the guys that can realistically reach the semifinals. Barca have the worst defense. You can see it in a lot of moments. Araujo in 2025, it's a bit sad, man. It's a bit sad. So although Hansi Flick, his system is amazing for getting goals, but when you face somebody like Inter, PSG, bro, those guys are exposing this defense. They are exposing this defense. Because if Leganes can get such opportunities, yes, they didn't score. But the fact that they've had better opportunities, the fact that they were able to cook your defense, imagine Cavasqueria, if guys from Leganes are cooking your defense like this, imagine PSG players, imagine Inter Milan players. So that will be a test for Barcelona. How does your defense cope against an Inter Milan? And if you beat Inter Milan, probably you'll face PSG. So how do you cope against that PSG attack? So it's still a long way for Barca before they win this Champions League. You got so many good teams left, right? PSG, that attack is scary, man. We saw what it did to Aston Villa. And Villa's defense, you can probably make an argument that, okay, one of Villa's defenders can probably make it into the Barcelona starting 11. Because Araujo, bro, that guy, he's a complete bum. He is a complete bum. People know that, yo, I don't really rate Harry Maguire extremely highly, but I would rather have Maguire over Araujo in 2025. That's how bad that guy is. That's how bad that guy is, man. Araujo in 2025, I would rather have Harry Maguire. That's how bad the guy is, Araujo. So that Barca defense, hey, it's just a matter of time before it gets exposed. Summer transfer window, you gotta just buy two genuinely good back defenders. Because these guys, bro, you will get cooked. You will get cooked. Especially this high line. If they were playing PSG, just imagine this was PSG, bro. Dembele is cooking you. Doué is cooking you. Cavasqueria is cooking you. Bro, this defense is getting cooked. It's getting cooked. And we saw how, the problems Anthony was giving Barcelona when we were watching Real Betis versus Barca. Right? Defensively, Barca ain't up there. That's why they lost the Real Betis game. That's why they drew the Real Betis game. Because defensively, it's average for Barca. Although their attack is unbelievable, amazing, defensively they still have a lot to working. Because if Anthony is causing you problems, we saw that Real Betis game. The problems Anthony is causing you. Imagine somebody like Cavasqueria. Bro, if Anthony is cooking your defense like that, Cavasqueria, PSG, bro, they are literally eating and smiling. They are eating and smiling, bro. Due, these guys are, bro. Cavadona. Yeah, bro, he's gonna be cooking, bro. Even Inter Milan, they have players that can genuinely, that his tactics are gonna open up Barca. So Barca, yo, this defense, if you're going into uh, into next season with this defense in the Champions League, I think credit to Hansi Flick for riding it out with such a basic defense. Just shows how good he is as a manager. But a team like PSG cooks you. Genuinely, it cooks you. So let's see, man. Let's see. Because it's just Hansi Flick tactics. This same defense, they were getting cooked under Xavi. So it's just the manager that has improved them a bit, but they'll get exposed again. Right? Under Xavi, this same defense was getting cooked. So you still need a better defense. That's why Xavi got fired. This defense was getting cooked. So credit to Hansi Flick for making them look better, but against a better team, this defense will get cooked again. Look at that. Open, open, but the guy is a bum. He can't score. Yeah, Barca versus Inter will be good, bro. Look at that. The guy was one-on-one with the goalkeeper, open, but then you allow the defender to recover. These guys are getting cooked against a big team, a better team. Yeah, hey, Bayern, they are going away, bro. Inter have made that. You're saying get company out and bring Ten Hag in. Yo, Ten Hag at at Bayern, bro. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. Imagine if Ten Hag wins a Champions League at Bayern. Yo, we would be so mudded. Yo, it wouldn't really. I would be so upset. If Ten Hag wins the Champions League at Bayern, I would be so upset because why couldn't you do that at Man United? Right? That is the situation. But wow, Barca, man, a better team is exposing this defense. Fair play. Hansi Flick's system has literally protected some of these defenders. His system has protected some of these defenders, and now they're not really looking like bums anymore. Now they're not really looking like bums. You got to take those opportunities, Pedri. They're not really looking like bums anymore because of Hansi Flick's system. But a better team, bro, it exposes this defense. This is the same defense that got Xavi fired. These are the same defenders that got Xavi fired, bro. So you think, hey, something has changed overnight? Fair play to Hansi Flick for sorting out the defensive problems. But it's still the same bozo players like Araujo who got Xavi fired. So nothing really has changed. It's just the system, a better system. But a better team exposes these defenders, man. They have an unbelievable attack. But would I say they have the best team left in the Champions League? No, just based on the defense. Yeah, same defense that got Xavi fired, bro. It's the same defense. That's why you gotta give Hansi Flick credit that, yo, Hansi Flick, you've actually managed to cover up a lot of these bum defenders and make them look world class. These are the same guys that got Xavi fired. The same defenders, bro. The same defenders, bro. But their full time, Barca actually managed to do it, man. They managed to do it 1-0. Looks like they have won La Liga just based on that result, right? La Liga is theirs. And yeah, next season they can't be dusting it out with this defense, bro. This is the same defense that got Xavi fired. You gotta improve. You gotta genuinely improve. Araujo in 2025. This man, he's a bum, bro. So yeah, shout out to everybody that